Let's move right along. Lisa, Traveler Lisa, thanks again for submitting this week. Let's see what you got for the Sharp Goat Photo Challenge Nifty 50. Alrighty, and I noticed that you also got your sporting a new hairdo. There you go. Lisa chopped her hair off. She's got the short look going for her, and she's rocking it, looking very fine. So let's see, you got the 50 mil, same setup as mine. You got the 60D, the 50 mil 1.8. This one you're shot all the way open, 1/15 of a second, and at ISO 400. This is a nice abstract, colorful texture shot. This is really up close. Missing focus, but as an abstract shot here, there's a lot going on, a lot of color. It's almost like an abstract macro shot. Would have been nice if you could have gotten focus maybe just on this, on something centered right here. But otherwise, I used to play with light bright as a kid. This is raw. This is bringing back memories. Yeah, as an abstract shot, it works really well. It's nice and colorful. There's a lot of texture to it. It would have benefited from a little bit of focus on something, just something central to the shot here, right in the center. If just even focus on one of those, it's really tough at 1.8. You'd only get a couple of these things in focus, but even just one or two of them would be great. Yeah, nice eye there. And light bright, another light bright one. Is this from looking down? I guess it doesn't look nearly as bright as, not nearly as light bright as the other light bright one. Alrighty, so this one's at f3.5, so you close it up a little bit. Got a little bit more focus on these here, which brings out a little bit more texture to them. Again, as an abstract shot, it is kind of nice. Looks a little bit dark. Could be probably boosted up a little bit more. I liked the framing of this other one a little bit better. So if you had the focus of this one, but in this shot here, this composition, that would have been a seller. That would have been really good. There we go. Jan, Joyce, and Dad. Lovely fun. See, 50 mil is a great lens to use for the family, for portraits, for friends, because it's really versatile that way. It's a nice portrait lens, and it captures people very, very well. Nice and sharp detail from it. Yeah, so let's see. f2.8, ISO 400, and 1/80. All right, this one looks like this probably would have been a more candid shot, maybe for someone's birthday. Try and get them a little bit closer in there. It looks like she's just hanging out over here at f2.8. It also looks like she's also a little bit closer to the camera, so you're losing focus on her. At f2.8 is really tough if you have more than one person and you're trying to do a good portrait shot and try to capture a good focus for everybody. Then try to close it up to 5.6 or something like that, 6.3, to make sure, because otherwise, if one of them's, they're not all in a straight line and they're not all facing you, they're not all equal distance away from the camera. One of them's going to be out of focus. One of these things is not like the other, and one of them's going to be really singled out. It's going to look, two people will look great. One person will look out of focus and bad, and it'll just kind of miss the mark a little bit. Otherwise, because you'll see on these two here, these folk on the right, nice sharp focus. This one over here, first of all, she's looking off camera. She's distracted something off to the right there. She's out of focus, and she's almost even hanging out of the frame. She needs to come in a little bit more. So I don't know if she's just coming into it or she trying to get away. But take a second, try to bring more people in there, bring them all together. Get them nice and settled. Smile for the camera, because otherwise, sharp detail, nice detail on her eyes here, on this gentleman here, watching for the glasses, reflection in it. The light is striking them just right, and the angle of light coming through the window, I guess, is coming on their coming across their faces just perfectly. And it's a very good composition for these two people here, just not for her. And this really works as a black and white too. Properly exposed, great shot. Again, just make sure that you get all the people in a line there. You get everybody people. When it comes to a portrait or group shot, you gotta ask each person, are you in or are you out? No, nowhere in between. Don't hang out on the edge. Don't get cut off. Don't photobomb it. Other than that, there we go. Joyce's birthday. So it is someone's birthday. Happy birthday, Joyce. Happy birthday, Mom. So however age she is, I'm gonna guess she's 40. She looks young for her age. Happy birthday, Joyce. Good on you for bringing your camera out to Joyce's birthday. So f2.8, this one. And yeah, when you're shooting one single person, feel free, open that aperture up a little bit more. 2.8, again, be careful. Once you get to 1.8, 1.4, that's really shallow, so you risk losing a person's the focus on their eye, especially if they're moving. If they're stopping to pose to the camera, it's a lot easier. You can focus, frame, take the shot, and you'll get perfect tack sharp focus. But if they're moving, if you're trying to take a candid shot, really tough, really difficult. So 2.8, that's about the limit I'd go to. And it looks like you pegged focus on her eyes. Good on you. And this is a really nice shot, blowing it, nicely composed. This is a nice killer shot. Nice composition, good good exposure, and nice choice of the settings here. Great, good. And of course, it was an action shot, 1/200. Good on you. Capture the action with a fast shutter. Product shot. Sasha Tort. I don't know how to say that, but it looks delicious. This looks like something my girlfriend would really love. She's got the sweet tooth. And this one is f1.8, 1/200, and ISO 400. Okay, again, with this one with the shutter, you could have backed off a little bit more. Oh, aperture priority. Okay, so this wasn't full manual. This was aperture priority. So you set it at 1.8, and it chose the shutter speed. See, that oh, there you go. You didn't need the fast shutter speed, but choosing a fast shutter speed didn't really affect the image at all, so no big deal. This one, nice focus right here on the cake, and it's at 1.8. That distance to the camera, you can blur out the fork and everything else. Your eye just bullseyes right into the cake there. This one, it looks like a little bit of a weird profile of the cake, so even just trying to rotate a little bit more around it so you get more surface area of the cake, so you're getting more detail from the side to show it off. Oh, this one's a different camera here. This is the Digital Rebel, the XT. Okay, so you switched cameras as well. Cool, mixing it up. At that distance, this is good for a beauty product shot to blur out everything in the background, focus it right in on the detail of the cake itself, the food itself. If you wanted to switch it up and do a more clean product shot, then crank that f-stop up to 7.1 or f13. You'll get much more of everything in focus. You'll have to boost up the ISO, slow down the shutter, but that's one other way to shoot it. This one, though, it's an excellent way to isolate the cake there. It's just not the right angle, I don't feel. Could have used a different angle to accentuate the cake, to see more of the cake itself. Beautiful shots, Lisa. Thank you very much for submitting this week. You really know how to make use of that 50mm lens, and it's a lovely different assortment of shots here. Some portraits, some macro shots, and a food shot, product shot. Very nicely done. Thank you for submitting this week, Lisa, and I'm looking forward to seeing you back next week.